It's Madden NFL 23, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's all up next.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaunt on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and of course take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. To Barkley on the check down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. Throwing, Jones. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll get out on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
From midfield now on second down. Jones. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So we see it right here on the opening drive, throwing the football in these snowing conditions. It's going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive INT. 2nd down and goal. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts. He's got it. Touchdown. Miles Sanders from 4 yards out. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Jones on 3rd down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 26 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that would be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Pushes past him, and he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown, and the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Here comes Rager. yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.